12/12/23 was quite an exciting day. Two things.
Two things were born in the universe. A marriage and a docu-series.
So Sarah and I were trying to find a link between these two stories we're going to talk about, and that was the only link I could come up with. They both happened on the same day because there was a wedding and the docu-series Under Pressure came out. We're going to talk about Tziarra and Jess's wedding first, but timestamps down below because we're going to talk a little bit about the docu-series that just came out. We did only watch the first episode, so we're going to talk a little bit like
what our initial reactions were.
Yeah, so timestamps down below. But, I mean, let's start with the big wedding, the big marriage. I mean,
the big extravaganza. The royal wedding of Wales.
Yes, of Wales. And we always knew it was going to happen in 12/12 because remember, save the date. People had posted the save the date like a year ago, I think.
Well, 12 is it's a great number, a great day to get married on because that's the day we got married.
Yes.
And ours was also in the middle of the week.
Which isn't that common. I mean, most people either get married on the weekends or a Friday or a holiday. But yeah, we got married in the middle of the week on a 12th as well. But yeah, Tziarra and Jess got married. Tziarra and Jess both posted Insta stories, and some people who were at the wedding posted Insta stories of the wedding. They haven't released any official pictures, but even just going through Instagram stories, I mean, that's the picture right there. That's what I'm saying.
They look great. I love the lace.
Yeah, they both were wearing lace, and they did have a outfit switch or an outfit change. So, but they kind of matched both outfits a little bit.
Yeah. And them walking in. Oh, they look so cute. Dancing. Yeah. Oh, and here's the outfits they changed into. See, that's more Jess Fishlock's. It's more of a Jess Fishlock look to me.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised Jess wore such a traditional gown, like a wedding gown. It looked incredible on her, but I was a little bit not surprised, but it was so traditional. They both look so traditional and I loved it. It's kind of like Pinoe though. They can wear literally anything and it look natural. That's one thing about Pinoe and Jess. They can wear anything and it doesn't look like they're dressing up. I mean, it looked that shot is beautiful. It looked like they had so much fun.
Yeah, the venue and the place, like when they were dancing, that looks so cool.
Jess and Tziarra dancing at the reception, which is so funny because I had not realized how much taller Tziarra is than Jess, and Jess looks so petite next to Tziarra.
You can say it short. Okay, I'm short, so it's funny how Z was like she kept bending down to her. It was so cute. And Sarah calls me short every morning, so relatable.
I mean, such a beautiful wedding, and we saw a lot of friends and teammates there. We saw Megan Rapinoe first and foremost with Sue, but her and Sue were there. They look great. Pinoe had her scooter. I'm not exactly sure what her device was called. It was a major injury, and she had to make sure she was protected while she was there.
Scoot Bay.
Yes. So many of their friends were there. A lot of their teammates, friends were there. Of course, Lauren Barnes was there, their best friend. And then I saw, Kriger was there. We posted a bunch of pictures. Sam Hyatt was there. We saw Lurara Harvey there, which was fun to see. Kim Little. I was kind of surprised to see Kim Little there, but it was great because Arsenal had a game today. So I don't know if she got excused from the game. It was for the Conti Cup, or if she made it back for the game.
Superheroes like that can do it all.
That's true. But, there were other teammates there. I'll put them up who they were. A few teammates, and I can't remember right now, and I don't see them in the picture. But since they're both on OL Reign, it's like, it's always kind of that awkward thing. Who's going to get invited? Who's not going to?
I mean, it was in Wales.
Yeah.
So that's kind of very far away.
Right.
So
also, last year, remember, we had a wedding. Lucy Standiforth got married during the winter holiday season, and then there was like 12 marriages over the summer. So I wonder if there's going to be another wedding coming up.
Yeah, maybe they're opening the doors for so many more weddings. I hope.
Somebody DM'd us a while ago and said they thought someone else was getting married, but it wasn't someone I was on my radar. It was someone I knew, but it wasn't on my radar. I don't know who it was now. So a surprise wedding might be happening because we knew this one was happening, but...
Oh, Megan Rapinoe? Is that who's next?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, we'll put the stories up as we're talking about it, but so exciting. They're the dancing queens, too. They're so in love. I mean, beautiful. I mean,
yeah, I can't wait to see the official photos that they post. Those are going to be gorgeous.
So who saw that? So excited for them, and they look great. So happy. From the very first thing we said, 12/12 was an exciting day. Tziarra and Jess got married that day. But also, the docu-series Under Pressure U.S. Women's National Team at the World Cup was dropped. And Sarah and I actually have just watched one episode. And I know some people are just binging all 4 episodes. I think we would have if we weren't working and such, but we were working, and so and I wanted to watch it. I wanted to watch it when I was fully committed and not tired. So we're actually going to maybe watch 2 episodes tomorrow, but we only watched the very first episode. So my first question to whoever listens to this part of the video: did you watch all? I think it's 4 episodes. Did you watch all 4 episodes, or like me and Sarah, are you watching them kind of in increments? We watched the first episode, and just seeing them in that light, movie quality filming of the way they film things like this, to me, it's always so breathtaking.
Yes, there's something about sports documentaries that are so captivating, and it's always so intense, like so exciting.
The music, they have the interviews of the other people, they have the storylines. It's just so dramatic and captivating. Even if it's something I don't really care about, I'm caring about the way they're presenting it. You know, the U.S. Women's National Team have used those kind of like film quality cameras in some of their sideline. You know, we've seen them, but with the music, with the interviews, with the drama, with the flashbacks, I mean, it is absolutely captivating, especially being a fan. It's just kind of like you can't take your eyes off the screen. They did kind of have a storyline. You know, they kind of not profiled a few players, but I don't know if they're going to talk about every player, but they had the storylines of about 5 players. Started with Alex Morgan, you know, talked about her impact on the game, talked about her being a mother, but you saw her and Charlie.
I love the way that they set it up and the way that they transitioned to every storyline. It was very smooth, very, very nice transitions.
And a lot of people said, you know, so far we're not really getting any new information necessarily, but we're getting kind of insight into exactly the way they're feeling, they're thinking. Nothing too new. A few things that we're going to talk about, but overall it's just kind of like an insight into their head and how they're feeling. And it's just so captivating. And
it was interesting to see, I mean, Alex Morgan's perspective as a mom. I mean, it was first time going to the World Cup as a mom, and so that was interesting to see that side of the story as well.
And her just being so famous. That's one thing they talked about. She is so famous. She transcends women's soccer. You know, everyone knows Alex Morgan. Then, you know, they kind of talked about Alex is a player that's going to be on the team, but there's a lot of bubble players. They talked a lot about them. And they talked about Vlatko and how, you know, his style. They just gave insight. Talked about Pinoe. And what she kind of has meant in her perspective as being 38 years old and how famous she is, but how Pinoe is Pinoe. Then they spent a pretty good amount of time on Kristie. And to me, I think Kristie's storyline is one of the most interesting storylines in U.S. soccer, period, in the last 20 years. Just all the components to her being on the team, not being called up for so long, then her sister's in the program. You know what I mean? I think her storyline, and I think that was always going to be a storyline of this documentary because it is so intriguing. I was excited to see, you know, we're big Kristie fans / Sam fans, and then Sam, she was Sam Kerr, that is. I was surprised she was so heavily featured already. I didn't think she was going to be featured until the actual World Cup. Yeah,
we even saw her meet Kristie's, you know, extended family, which was wild.
Yeah. All that on camera, on a, you know, studio production film quality, the future in-laws for the very first time.
It's there for them to relive the moment anytime.
I thought that was really cool. We're going to do another Sam and Kristie video, just kind of about what's going on with them. And we'll talk more about them, but just their moments in this, and when Sam's kind of like
being a little rascal.
Yeah, to Kristie and talking, and then Kristie goes, "Sam, be nice. You know I don't like that." I mean, I live for those moments, Sarah. Then, I mean, we go straight from Sam Kerr and Kristie being together to Sam Mewis and what that connection. I mean, Kristie Mewis is in the middle of all of that right there, you know, and and they talked about Sam Mewis, and they're at her house, and kind of just how wild the situation was. Their sisters, one was one of the most, you know, prolific players, and then got hurt, and now Kristie is on. I mean, they talked about that. I just think that is so interesting. It's good to see. The one thing we did see, and the one thing we did hear, which is we don't exactly know the details, but, you know, in the documentary, they make it sound like there's a good possibility Sam Mewis is never going to play again.
How do you feel about that, Sarah? Your favorite player?
I know. And I have heard that her injury is not only serious, like they said in the documentary, she's been playing on it for a long time. It's a cartilage injury, which I don't know anything about it from what I read. It's not like an ACL where cartilage just doesn't regrow. And I think she's talked about that.
Can't they just print cartilage or something, or take it from an animal?
Hearing it explain that, who knows, if a lot of doctors think she will not come back. But then what Kristie said about Sam, that she would give her whole career for Sam to be able to play again. That was, you saw, because she was sitting next to Sam Kerr at that moment. You saw Sam Kerr's face, like they were just so emotional. It was very so intense.
Especially because their mom earlier said that they never thought that they would be friends.
Yeah.
So that was interesting that she'd practically give her life and career, for her sister.
And then also they kind of showed the old films of Sam and Kristie when they were younger. Very, very so cute. So cute. And it's sad, Sam's career, we don't know what's going to happen. Kristie's getting older. We don't know what's happening. That whole storyline of them, they're going to be retiring in the next few years probably. So it's just, it's happy but sad at the same time. And then it almost makes you just get emotional for everyone.
Sports are wild.
Yeah. So I did like how much they focused, because I'm such a Sam fan. Is that right? I liked that was like a major focus of this first episode.
You're a Kristie sandwich fan.
Yeah.
Sandwich, get it?
Exactly.
Wow. Did I just create that?
No, you didn't.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I really like that. It's so interesting. Then, but yeah, just talking about, things like, they profiled Lynn a bit, talking about her kind of career, how she was so close to making the World Cup. She's not one of the younger kids, but she hasn't won a major tournament with some of the older players. So, her storyline is so interesting. They talked about Alyssa Thompson and how...
We were at a graduation party. It was wild. Imagine just graduating from high school and having professional soccer players there at your party.
And film cameras there. We got to hear about her kind of journey and how wild that is. Where it ended was a few people had gotten the call that they had made the team. So the next episode is going to be, Kristie, is she going to make the team? We know she does, but is she going to make the team? And Lynn, is she going to make the team? That's where they're going to head to the next episode. I'm sure a lot of people who are listening to this video right now or watching our video right now have watched all 4 episodes. We're going to keep watching them, and maybe we'll keep talking about them. Maybe we won't. I'm actually not quite sure, but so far, so good. I wonder how much oversight U.S. Soccer had on this project to say, no, don't show that, or if they let Netflix say, no, we're going to be the ones that's going to edit it, we're gonna show what we want to show. I wonder how much oversight US. I'm sure they had some, but who knows. It's so exciting, so enthralling. Like I said, that it was like the Kristie show for 10 minutes, and I was all about it.
Oh my gosh, she should have her own reality show.
Yeah, her and Sam.
We would watch the shit out of that. Yeah. So many people would.
Yeah. And even just like seeing Sam Mewis's house and stuff, I think it's cool. But yeah, so what did everyone think? Who watched all 4 episodes? Who are like Sarah and I, who've only watched 1 so far? By the time this goes out, maybe though, we'll have watched more. So cool. We love it. We can't wait to see the rest of it. And then the other thing I'll mention is very quickly, the Conti Cup was today, and our video we just released was Arsenal thrashed Chelsea 4-1, and the Conti Cup was today. And I'm not exactly sure who started for Arsenal, but I do know that Viv started. I think this was her first start since she's been back.
I'm clapping. Yay.
It did end up 3-3 and then went to PKs. So Arsenal did win, and I think the way, because it's Conti Cup, the way they have to have a winner for this, can't go to a tie. But great to see Viv back in the starting lineup, and so happy for her. To be honest, I didn't watch the game, but I'm sure she played great. I know she played great. I didn't even watch it. I know she played great. Also, there is a Viv and Beth documentary that is coming out. I don't know if it's completely out or if it's a docuseries like the U.S. Women's National Team's docuseries where it's a bunch of episodes. I'm going to look into that because Sarah and I definitely want to watch it, and we'll probably do a video on it as well. But excited to watch that. So excited to see Viv back starting. They came out with the win, and so pumped for them. Good to see that they came out on top because they were on such a high from the Chelsea game. What does everyone think? What did you think about the wedding? The dresses were gorgeous. Tziarra's dress, I don't even think I ever mentioned the draping, the satin. I don't know if they call it a veil or a faceter. I don't know what it would be considered. I think it maybe a veil, even though it was very small. I think it still would be considered a veil, or maybe a faceter.
Not sure what a faceter is, but yeah, I really liked it. Whatever it was, it looked good.
The lace dresses and the satin, and then they just looked exquisite. Perfection. That reception dress.
Gorgeous, gorgeous girls.
Yeah. And everyone looked great. And, you know, I'm happy to see Pinoe out there. And hopefully she feels okay. You know, traveling with a hurt leg is hard. Questions, comments down below. What did everyone think? Yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to do any more episodes about the docuseries, but we'll see. Questions, comments down below. We'll talk to everyone later. Have a great night.
Bye.